What's up, guys? Spin Firearms here. And after my videos of shooting my Glock 43, which is a super light firearm, I think it's 14 ounces or something like that, people were asking me, how do I manage the recoil like that? How do I shoot these small firearms with very little recoil? And to be honest, there's not much that goes into it other than I shoot roughly 200 to 600 rounds every week. And I shoot every single week that amount. I don't go there and shoot 50 rounds. I don't go twice a month. I don't go once a month. I go every single weekend, and I put the round count through these small firearms. A lot of people go to the range and they shoot these big Glock, 17s or, full-size firearms, and they don't train with the everyday carry firearm or small firearms. I train with the smallest firearms, so when I get to the big firearms, it makes it 10 times easier to shoot. But on top of that, when it comes to managing recoils, there's a bunch you can do in terms of buying stuff for your firearm that'll help it. But in terms of gripping it, you want to get that good solid grip, doubling up with your thumbs over each other, basically. And you don't want to put a finger on your trigger guard. A lot of people with their other hand, they put their finger on the trigger guard, and that actually doesn't help at all. That actually makes it worse for your shooting. It gets you a worse grip. You want a good firm grip. You want to choke your hand up behind that beaver tail as high as possible. And on top of that, handle grips, the Edge series, trust me, it's a grip that you buy for $20, and man, does that handle recoil like nothing else. They are great grips. They really do help. Also, for Glocks and other firearms, they make tungsten and stainless steel guide rods that truly do lower recoil. But the best thing that's going to help you manage your recoil is putting in the hours. Don't go to the range and just shoot big firearms and stuff like that. That's what I always stress on my channel. If you shoot your everyday carry and smaller firearms, you're going to have no issues with recoil. It's going to be second nature to you. And also, you don't have to manage recoil to shoot good. You can have a bunch of recoil, but as long as when you pull that trigger, you're keeping it straight and on target, you're still going to shoot very accurate. The only thing is when it comes to speed. The main reason you want to manage recoil is the speed. So when you see that I'm shooting flat and instead of it going up, it's just going back a little bit, that's what you want, because you're going to be able to acquire your target much faster with that flatter shooting. You want your recoil going back instead of up like this, snappiness. That's just the best way I can put it. But like I said, there is no other way to manage recoil other than learning how to shoot properly and putting the time in. People say, how'd you manage recoil? But yet they're going to the range once a month and shooting 100 rounds through a Glock 19X or whatever. But yet they're carrying a Springfield Armory Hellcat and they're like, oh, it's so snappy. Well, it's snappy because you're not training. You're not putting in the time. It's like anything else. If you go play basketball for a living, you're not going to be good if you just don't practice all the time unless you're Allen Iverson. But yeah, in all reality, it's about the time you put in with that firearm. So I put the time in for these small firearms. So that's just how it is with me. That's how I think, and that's how I've learned to manage recoil, just by shooting a bunch. All my firearms have pretty high round counts. My highest round count in my firearm right now, with my Springfield XD, my original Springfield XD, I have like 11,000 rounds through it with 0 issues. My next one would be my Glock 26 with 5,500, but I have 30 plus firearms, and they're all in the thousands when it comes to round counts except for this new Glock 43 I just built, my Glock 33 and my Glock 27. They're all new builds within the last month, but those will get there within a month or two. They'll be in the thousands too. So shooting a lot, that is the answer to managing recoil. Thanks for watching.